All right, we on, man. We are live from the Hive. And I'm not sure what the date is, but it's in March of 2021. All right, let's start out there. Let's go over our notes here. We got, first of all, guest appearance today. Connor Burrow traveled down from Ocala to be on Live from the Hive. Thank you, Connor, for being here. I'm going to start out by interviewing Connor, you know. What did you think about the track and the fact that it was a 2-day event this year?
Man, I really like the track layout this year. A lot of guys actually like the track layout this year. There was a few things that, people complained about, but, DCMX came around and, they made adjustments to, our needs, and I thought that was pretty good. And the 2-day event, man, like, that was awesome, and I'm sure a lot of guys were tired after the Saturday night party and, racing Saturday night and then early Sunday morning, but it was a hell of an event, man.
I appreciate that. Yeah, it was. I think with that we, getting that track staff in the rhythm of going slow.
Yeah.
It's very difficult.
Yeah,
from where I understand it. And I think on Sunday we did a much better job with that.
Yeah.
We actually did a much better job with that in the second set of motos on Saturday night.
Yeah, it was.
So.
And all them guys, last year we didn't get to race under the lights like how it was supposed to be. So, all them guys who wanted to race under the lights from up north and see what we do, down here in Florida, every other weekend, it was awesome for the guys.
I gotta say that racing under the lights, is the ultimate experience.
It really is.
It's I mean, I can't tell you how many years of racing dirt bikes, and even when we started out with Sunshine State for a couple of years,
right?
Racing under the lights was never a. I mean, that was a supercross thing. That wasn't an option.
Right.
Man, we got to Dade City the first time ever on a Saturday night, and the second round of moto started, and the lights were on, and the gate dropped, and all I could see out my right eye was cameras flashing, and I was like, "Oh, I'm home, man.
I'm home."
Yeah. My Betty has a place to buy chicken tenders, and everyone has a nice, clean place to use the restroom, and. They lack very little. I think another advantage is the fact that that track staff has 41 years of experience in doing this at that same location. So they really helped us in a tremendous way ironing out the wrinkles that we did have. Yeah. Behind the scenes is, I mean, I'd much rather be a ride. I'm going to say this to everybody. I would much rather just show up and sign up for this event than have to put this thing together and handle all this stuff that needs to be handled and make sure everybody's happy. So it came out all together. Thanks for your answers to the questions. Be there next year?
Oh, yeah, I'll be there next year.
And what were you running this year? What were your classes?
So I ran adult class Saturday night. I came up short on that double in the back, and I stalled out in the corner, couldn't get it started right away, Moto 1. And then Moto 2 came back around, and I think I finished 5th place in that on Moto 2.
I thought I saw you doing the chain twice.
I did the chain twice on Sunday.
On Sunday.
That was Sunday, and so the first one was first Moto 2-stroke open. I hit that back double, and it just popped off.
Dude, that extended track is no joke.
It's not.
Everyone asks for it, and then they get out there, and they're like, oh, man.
Right.
Yeah. It's
And
it's made for dirt bikes. All right, moving forward. Track layout was great. DCMX staff was great, just like Connor said. We want to say thank you directly and save all those words, huge shout out and all that crap. But thank you directly to all the riders who traveled, all the distances that they traveled and spent the kind of money that they spent to be here with us this year. The injury report. We actually only had one minor incident. Shane Hunt had to take a little trip to the hospital. He seemed okay. He had a couple of broken bones.
Yeah,
but
he was still in good spirits after that.
He was in great spirits.
Yeah, so
I had a last man standing contest with a whole bunch of these you see right here at my camper on Saturday night, and he was one of the last 3 there.
Yeah.
Sean Furyk, myself, and Shane Hunt finally agreed as gentlemen to call it good at about 1:30 in the morning. So the last man standing was a tie between the 3 of us. All right, let's see here. Moving on. The Pee Wee class.
Pee Wee class.
Dude, how about the Pee Wee class?
The Pee Wee class was so awesome to watch, and it hasn't been done at Dade City MX since Ricky Carmichael era. And, you know, there's pictures floating around on the syndicate page of him actually in a newspaper clip at DCMX racing a Tri-Zinger.
With number 4 on it.
With number 4 on it, too. So, you know, that was pretty cool to see.
That's the killer B number. He stole my numbers. Like, he just must have had a time machine or some shit to do it.
Yeah, I think he had that number a little longer than you.
I'll give him the number.
Right.
As well as an amazing career. I wish we could get people like that interested in
Right.
You know?
And, you know,
they're so famous that, a
right.
bazillion people are reaching out to him, and you can't really get through. I don't know how we're going to.
And who placed first in that one? Kaden Leverington. She, I watched her GoPro videos. Her dad did the GoPro and everything for her, and man, she was just ripping that track up, man. You know, hitting them jumps a little bit and just screaming that motor all around.
Well, I tell you what, that was my old Tri-Zinger.
Yeah.
And it had a Wicked Metal Designs pegs on it, and it had a lot of care gone into it, and it did have one little high RPM stutter that her dad figured out immediately. Yeah. So for that bike to take the whole shot and take it pole to pole was really great for me. Congratulations to her. What was your race order there? Pee Wee Class 1 through 4. All
right, so Pee Wee Class 1 through 4 was Kaden Leverington. Second place, we had Cooper Hunt. Third place, we had Aiden Harlan. I think that is Gage's boy. And, God, you guys traveled all the way from Maine just so your boy could race the Pee Wee class.
He didn't race the adult class?
He did not know. He didn't bring his bike. He only brought a Pee Wee bike for his son to come race all the way from Michigan.
Man. Thanks, man.
All the way from Michigan.
I hope you can come back to me and say that it was worth it, and then you'll be back next year. Thank you.
And then fourth place, we had the 277 of Chloe Leverington.
Chloe, yeah, Chloe is the bigger girl. She ran the youth class on the 200X.
Yeah, on the 200X.
But I tell you what, that first little girl, she's something else, man. You talk about a live wire, that little girl. She won't say a word to you, but once you get her talking, she goes from 0 to all out, like kind of like I do sometimes. All right, man. Let's see where we're at from here. We got into the Pee Wee race results. We covered that. Injury report. I guess we start going through the race results, and we're going to try to mix in some conversations with the race results. We did awards for the top 5, but we want to quickly mention everyone that was in each class and where they were from, and then we want to go back through and elaborate on anything we might have to say about these guys. This may be a very, very long video by the time we're done, but hey, man, it is what it is. So what did we have next?
So our race number 2 on Saturday under the lights was adult class 16 to 39.
Huge gate.
Huge gate. There was 18 bikes that signed up for that class, 18 three-wheelers.
Yeah.
So first place overall, Luke Peterson, Red White Rider from Arkansas, traveled all the way down here, you know. He took first place overall in that. Moto 1, he placed first, and Moto 2, he placed first. So, you know, he went one. He swept it. Second place in that class, we had Brandon Hall from Michigan. He went 2 and 3 for a second overall. And then third place, this guy right here, Zachary Howard. Zachary
Dude,
Howard.
I said it last year. Yeah. So we have to go back and elaborate.
Yeah.
Go through the list.
Yep. And then fourth place, we had Dalton Gish. From Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Fifth place in adult class, we had Dylan McCord. Last year he didn't get to finish that class because me and him had a little bump in. You know, he hurt his shoulder pretty bad. He was out of work for a while.
That was a bad jump.
Sixth place, we had Larry Fisher. He traveled all the way from the tip of Maine.
It was good to have Larry there.
It was good to have Larry there. Seventh place, Christopher Steiger with ATC Outlaws. Eighth place, Andrew Petruzzi. From Massachusetts.
Yeah.
And then ninth place you had myself, Connor Burrell, and then 10th place Ty Erdman, 11th place Austin Saxon, 12th place Tony Verano. Man, he had a little bit of bike trouble, so you know he was third place in the first moto. 13th was Ryan Thomas. What do we got here? 14th was Carl Wickersham.
Where did Carl come here from?
Carl came here from Ohio.
Wow.
Ohio. 15th, we had Mike Shipman. 16th, Gino Ferrera. 17th, Daniel Martin. and 18th, Chris Stalmacher.
So, out of those last three, what was the third one up?
Which one?
I don't know. The one from far away. Mike Shipman.
Mike Shipman from New York.
Mike Shipman came from New York.
New York.
Mike Shipman brought 2 really cool bikes down here from New York and blew one of them up at Croom the day before. The one Mike I wanted to see run, man, the 125R. But Mike, thank you for your support and for being there, and it was great to meet you. You're a cool dude. All right, so let's elaborate real quick. Did you move away?
I did move away. I can go back.
Let's elaborate real quick. Quickly as we can. Just hit me at the end when you're done saying to me. Oh, man, Luke 1-1, Brandon Hall, Zachary Howard. Love Zachary Howard. This guy, man.
He's a trip.
I don't know, Zachary, I don't know what you weigh, but it doesn't look like that much. And you're, I can't imagine how big your balls must be because,
Jesus.
You know, I don't get it. You're out there smashing shit that I wouldn't for even getting there, man. Zachary Howard, I think, is the name is up and coming in the next few years to compete with names like Luke Peterson and Jacob Hall.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and make that statement. Dalton Gish, thank you for being there again. Dylan, great job, man. Top 5 on the BBC. Like to see that. Like to see that. And Connor had some bullshit there. I'm sure that first chain coming off in the first one really sucked balls.
Yeah.
5th place in the second one, though, respectable.
Yeah.
Okay. And it looks like you beat all the locals, except for Dylan.
Yeah, except for Dylan.
Except for Dylan, you beat all the locals in the adult class, so you whooped their ass pretty good. Next class.
Next class, we have the old man class, senior 40 plus.
Yeah, they are. Geriatrics.
Right. Overall, first place, 1-1, Jeff Corelli. You know. Nah.
Again. Congratulations, Jeff.
But good riding, man. Second place, we had Kevin Adcock. Man, he's a good dude.
I like him.
Yeah, he's really good dude. Third place, we had Chad Gaffney. He was riding real good, you know. He hasn't been out much with us, but, you know, he was still riding good. Fourth place, we had Donald Leverington. He's a good ride, man. You know, he looks real good on that new BBC bike. Fifth place, Sean Ferrick. Man, you're a trip, too.
He's a trip, all right.
Yeah, he is. Sixth place, we had David Wolf. David Wolf, thank you for coming out, man. You know, you're all the way up from New York, and that's awesome. Shane Hunt, he was 7th place in that one. Randy Sawyer got 8th place in the senior class. John Sudo was number 9. 10th place, Shane Stanek. 11th place, Billy Pinana. Pinana. I don't even know how to pronounce his last name.
You know what, Billy? I'm going to tell you a secret.
Yeah.
I nicknamed you Billy Piranha.
Billy Piranha, okay.
So, your syndicate name is Billy Piranha because none of us know how to say it.
12th place, we had Don Pulliam.
Donnie, good dude, man. Thank you for being there. I was glad to meet Donnie. Donnie came from Louisiana.
Yeah.
Wanted to come last year. Last minute wasn't going to make it. Then this year wanted to come. Then last minute wasn't going to make it again. And I was like, oh, here we go again. You know, here's the one. Here's this guy. Well, he actually shows up, man. And thank you so much for being there.
And then 13th, rounding it out, was Kurt Snyder from New York.
Kurt Snyder out of New York.
Kurt Snyder.
You see that list?
There's that list.
Let's see if we got anything else to say about these guys. Jeff, 1-1. Well, surprise. 2 and 3, Kevin Adcock. Kevin, I always rooting for you, man. You come all the way from Kansas. I know that's a 24-hour drive. And Kevin can ride, man. He comes out of nowhere. I don't know how much regular racing they do.
Yeah, I don't.
In Wichita, Kansas.
Right.
You know, is it like cornfield racing or what is it exactly there? But he got high berm.
Yeah.
He got Date City on the inside of a corner.
Yeah.
And he avoided trouble, but it cost him some spots in one of these races. And I felt for him. Chad came out and ran great. Chad sat most last season out due to injury. Donald Barrington, you know, I can tell you right now, out of the top 5, 3 of them were our local boys. Proud of them. 40 plus, Randy Sawyer. Randy had bike problems in the second moto. That's about it for that one, man. David Wolf, good seeing you again, man.
Yeah, man.
Glad you made it, brother. Glad you made it. I was worried about you after talking to you last year. All right, what we got next?
All right, so race number 4, we have the 350X class and the Young Guns 17 and under 250cc max.
Before you proceed, the 350X class had to be mixed with the Young Guns class. The 350X class was asked for, and I only had 3 signups for the 350X class, which is disappointing on my end. So I had to really, we had to make sure everyone was careful to put 2 Young Guns, one being a 11 or 12-year-old girl in 200X on the gate with 350Xs with guys like Mike out there.
Yeah.
So if you want a 350X class next year, someone's going to have to take the initiative to gather together 6 350X bikes for me. I got enough shit I got to do, man. Okay? So thanks for being there. I'm not taking anything away from the 3 guys from there. Congratulations to all, including the youth class. Both those classes came up short. We'd like to see better numbers on 350X and youth next year, which is any age under 16. We didn't put a bottom age on it because we didn't want to rule a peewee out. If there's an 8-year-old that can ride a 250,
right?
Do it. You know what I mean? It's 16 and under. But for peewee, don't be 15 on a 250R. Okay, I think we have that in the rules pretty clear already. We're worried.
All right. So the race results for the 350X class. They had the first gate drop. So first place going 1-1 was Mike Stallinger on that. What do they call it? The yard parts.
On the yard parts bike.
The yard parts bike.
With open exhaust.
Open exhaust. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike killed it.
Number 2, we had Austin Saxon going 2-2, and then third place we had Randy Sawyer. So all 3 Florida guys. It was only Florida guys in that 350X class.
I know, man.
Local guys. And then for the Young Guns, Colby Wolf. He's from Kilbuck, New York. He went 1-1. And then we had Chloe Leverington going 2-2 from Lakeland.
Colby Wolf. Well, yeah, congratulations, Colby.
Right.
And Chloe for running our Young Guns class. Wolf, that's the son of the other Wolf.
Yeah, that's David Wolf's boy.
Right, man. You guys made it all the way back from New York.
Yeah, awesome.
We're trying not to repeat ourselves on where everybody's from to waste time. But if you've noticed something that you haven't mentioned yet, shout it out there. Where are we at next? Saturday night.
So Saturday night still race 5. We had the modern and conversion class.
Hell of a race.
Yeah, these are all the big heavy hitters and all their $15,000 conversion 3-wheelers.
That race was insane.
So first place overall going 1-1, Jacob Hall. I mean, he's always a blast to ride. Going 2-2 was Luke Peterson. Hell of a job, man. Going 3-3, Jeff Corelli, our local. He was out there ripping too. Going 5-4 for 4th overall was Brandon Hall. And 5th overall, going 6-5 was Donald Laverington.
Yeah.
And then 6th place, going 8-6 was Mike Shipman. 7th place, we had Dylan McCord going 7-7. 8th place, we had Shane Stanek going 9-8. 9th place, Zachary Howard. Now listen, Zachary Howard in this class, in the beginning, in the riders meeting, we all got together and he wanted to race his 250 BDT ported, it's stock cylinder 250R, ported by BDT, and he wanted to race that against the conversions class just to see how he would do.
We made sure that no one objected.
Yeah, no one objected, whatnot. He went out there and he got 4th place on a gate against, what was
11.
This? 11 conversions.
4 of 11 bikes.
4 of 11 bikes, and he got 4th place on a 250, man. That is awesome. That is awesome. 10th place, Tyler Hershey out of Lebanon, PA. And then we had Tony Verano in 11th place. It looks like he signed up, but he couldn't make the race for that. He was having some bike issues.
So we had 11 modern bikes.
11 modern.
Let me tell you something. That's a respectable modern gate.
Yeah.
And we'll never let go of our vintage. But this is where the future of the sport is going.
Yeah.
There's 2 places. There's 2 things that we need. We need the peewees and the youths, and we need the modern bikes. So our vintage bikes we'll never let go of, but. There's only so many of them, and there's only so many of us. Who did I want to shout out on here? Jacob Hall, 1-1. Luke Peterson, 2-2. Boring. Jeff Corelli 3-3. Jeff Corelli held off those two guys for like 4 laps in one of these motos, man. And I mean, they were chomping at the bit. There was one jump that was a triple. You could double single or you could triple it.
Yeah, and
Jacob Hall and Red Ryder were tripling it.
Yeah.
Jeff Corelli was double single, and he was losing time there every time. And it was because he was running so many classes, he didn't want to risk being hurt. And, you know, he had all these excuses. But it's okay, Jeff. 3rd place against those two boys. Yeah, who can do that? Who else we got? Shane Stanek, Zachary. I love Zachary. All right, Mike Shipman, thanks again for being there. That's about it. Tony, I'm sure you're going to do much better, man. You got bugs to work out on that bike. What we got next?
All right, next we got our race 6 of Saturday night. That was our 200X class. We had 7 bikes for this one, it looks like. So first place overall, going 1 and 2, was Landon Hunt out of New York. That's one of the that's Shane Hunt's boy.
Yes.
Going 2 and 3 for second overall was Donnie Pillam. 3rd place overall.
I'm trying to do hand signals.
3rd place overall we had Shane Farrick. 4th place Tyler Hershey. 5th place Ty Erdman. 6th place Daniel Martin. 7th place Shane Hunt.
I thought I saw Tyler Hershey get mad one time. Maybe that was in the vintage race. Maybe that was somebody else here. I'm just thinking of it. Landon Hunt. Yeah, he sure did with a 1 and 2. Donnie Pulliam. Wow, it mixed up. The 12th place, Sean Farrick, because he crashed out of Moto 1, won the second one.
Yeah.
That really made that an interesting race.
Right.
Sean, I had no idea you were in the pits trying to fix a broken bike that you just crashed on the race before. And yeah, we could call for 5 minutes, but we got to send somebody up there to call for 5 minutes. We just can't assume it's a call for 5 minutes. We're past that. We're good. Fantastic for the 200X class to show up with 7 bikes. Congratulations. It's a shoe-in for next year. What other class do we have?
Our race 7 of Saturday night. Vintage class. OE forks, frame, and cylinder.
Go ahead, man. Don't let me stop.
Yeah. First place overall, we had Jacob Hall going 1 and 1. Man, he was killing it. You won me $50, by the way, Jacob.
You collected?
I did collect.
Oh,
Austin
man.
bet me, man. So I collected on that one.
Next year, all side betting goes through me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you see this book right here?
You got it.
I got 2 of these. All right? I never said that.
Second place going 2 and 2, Luke Peterson. 3rd place overall, Zachary Howard. 4th place, Jeff Corelli. 5th place, Chad Gaffney. 6th place, Carl Wickersham. 7th place, Dalton Gish. 8th place, Kevin Adcock. 9th place, Sean Farrick. 10th place, Larry Fisher. 11th place, John Sudo. 12th place, Donnie Pullman. 13th, Ryan Thomas. And 14th, Kurt Snyder.
What are we going to do about Ryan Thomas right around the back? You didn't finish last, don't get me wrong. Son.
Right.
But we're going to have to do something about that boy's bike. Maybe he's just expecting that he's got 2 young kids and he's got to be at work on Monday. You know, there's that factor for a lot of us, man. You know, and sometimes you get out there and forget about it, like I did in race 1.
Right.
But it's a rude awakening. 3rd place, Zachary Howard in vintage. Congratulations, man. 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 3. Uniform. 4 and 5 were alternated. 6 and 6, 7 and 7. It was a pretty even race the whole way down. Wow, and I'm going to tell you, I was in the crowd watching all of this, and everyone had a great time watching these battles. We gave away somewhere in the ballpark of $3 grand on that vintage class this year, so let's look out for it next year.
Right.
See who can take it. Jeff Corelli won it last year, and the reason that he won it last year was Jacob Hall made a couple mistakes.
Yeah. He really rode that off the line.
Yeah, he put it on him on the grab ball right out of the gate.
Yeah.
But I had him under too much pressure. They changed the stator between races. The bike wouldn't start.
Right.
Okay, so this time, I bet he's signaling me. My producer is signaling me from over here, and I have no freaking clue what she's talking about. All right, so, yeah, keeping everything positive. Am I not positive? Right, if I'm not keeping things positive, I apologize. Jacob Hall, 1-1. He made no mistakes.
No.
See, let me finish the sentence. He made no mistakes this year in the vintage class in either moto, and there was no stopping him. So, Jacob Hall, congratulations on a mistake-free money class this year that Jeff took home the year before. Let's see what happens next year. And I want to hear no bull cookies about someone calling you and convincing you to come down here to participate in this race, man. I need you down here doing this. I need you down here doing this, okay? Jacob Hall.
Jacob Hall.
Please. Everyone will miss you.
Right.
Flaggers were coming to me going, who was that guy, man? I mean, and that shit I saw you doing in practice, man, you're something no one else is, and I need you in this event.
Brandon was better.
Brandon who? Brandon Hall. And Betty said, I'll leave it out. She says no negative and then throws me some bullshit. So right in front of the bus. What? Go ahead. Where are we at now? We're on Sunday
we're
now?
on Sunday now. So this was Sunday racing. We started practice at 10 a.m. Racing started at 11 right after that. So this is the Kamikaze C class for race 1 on Sunday. Going 1-1, Landon Hunt. Out of New York, he did pretty good on that one. Going 3-3 for second overall was Andrew Pertuzzi. He's out of Massachusetts, going 3-3. And then third place overall, Chris Steiger. Fourth place overall, Mike Stalnaker. Fifth place overall, Donnie Pulliam. Sixth place overall, we had Dwayne Fender. It was good to see you back out there, bud.
Man, great to see Dwayne.
Right.
Yeah, man. I remember when he was so small.
Right.
Looked at me and his little kid with his big helmet on. He's like, aren't you riding with us, Robert? I love that kid.
Yeah. Seventh place overall, Tyler Hershey. Eighth place overall, David Wolf. Ninth place overall, right behind him was his boy Colby Wolf. 10th overall, Sean Ferrick. 11th overall, Ty Erdman. 12th overall, Austin Saxton. 13th overall, Shane Stanek. 14th overall, Derek Frisco. Derek, I think, was having bike problems, so he couldn't get on the line.
He's been haunted with bike problems since day one.
Something, I think his stator went out or something like that.
Yeah, well, I helped him rebuild the motor on this bike, and it had a Chinese stator that was butt connected in to start with. So he needs to find some OE parts.
Yeah.
Particularly ignition parts for that bike. We don't have an ignition we can trust on it. But thank you, Derek, for being there. I hope you had some fun playing in the dirt, at least for a few minutes. But great turnout, man. Seeability, 14 bikes. And I'm looking real close here, and I don't really see any B sandbaggers except for Mike. Mike Stallnaker calling you out. Fucking Sea Rider. All right. Great to see David Wolf again, man. And all good. Moving on.
Moving on. All right. So race 2 on Sunday, following the C class, was Hot Shot B Ability. So going 2-1 for first overall, Mike Shipman. Man, we had some battles in that one. First moto, first moto we had some battles. You caught up right behind me. And second moto, you jumped the gun on that, and I tracked you down, then I stalled. But it is what it is. Good ride on that one, man. Second place overall in the B class was me, going 1-2. Third place overall, Larry Fisher. Fourth overall, Donald Lieberington. We had a good battle in the first moto, me and him, and then I passed him in the midair for first place in that one.
Yeah. We gotta love the air pass.
Right.
The air pass is the best. There was only a couple that were really notable. One of them was like, holy shit.
Yeah. And then fifth place in that one, we had Gino Ferreira. And then sixth place, Marcus Turan. Marcus, he blew his knee in practice. He's been injured a couple times the last couple races, and man, it just sucked. I was looking to our battle, you know, and you know, heal up, man. Heal up right this time so we can race again, dude.
There was no battle. He had a life-threatening injury. I couldn't believe he brought that 250R.
Yeah.
It's kind of like me talking about racing on the floor.
Yeah, you're crazy.
Let me go back through this here. Yeah, Mike Shipman, man. B-Ability, congratulations. Connor, 1 and 2.
Yeah.
That had to kill you.
Yeah, dude,
I
just shouldn't have done the 2-stroke open.
how long did you stare at the top of the camera that night thinking about that, right?
Dude.
Oh, man, Larry Fisher, great dude, right in the middle of the pack. Marcus, we know what you did. Life-threatening injury.
Right.
Riding anyway. This is a man who loves three-wheeler racing right there. And, you know, guest appearance from Gino Ferrara, man.
Yeah.
And he got out there and he rode 3 different bikes and he hung on to them the best he could, man. It was good seeing Gino, and it was good seeing his family again. Where we at?
All right, so we're at race 3 on Sunday. Would be our Top Gun A ability class. So we had Jeff Corelli going 1 and 1 in that class. He looked real good out there. Right on his toes, I'm pretty sure, during that race was Zachary Howard going 2 and 2. He was on his toes. 3rd place, we had Brandon Hall. 4th place, Dalton Gish. 5th place, John Sudo. 6th place, Dylan McCord. And 7th place, rounding it out, was Kevin Adcock.
What was that class?
That was the A ability class, Top Gun.
Well, in Dylan's defense, if you win B, you have to run A the next year.
Yeah.
So 6th place against those names is you get an excuse for a couple of them. 3 and 6, hey man.
Yeah.
You know you got to go to work the next day. So Kevin Adcock, this is the race I was talking about. He got high perm.
Oh.
He got so robbed.
Mm.
He was on like 2nd place or 3rd place, fighting for 3rd when it happened, and then he finished 4th in the 2nd one. But Jeff, 1 and 1, Top Gun. 2021 BDT Florida 3-wheeler MX national champion, Jeff Corelli.
So our race 4 on Sunday was our utility race. Any non-race platform 3-wheeler can do this utility, and this is a funny one too. So overall going 1 and 1 in that class was John Sudo. John Sudo was gonna fly down here, and then he wanted. Like, I feel like he only comes down to race the utility class.
Good thing his wife has a fast utility.
So his wife, what is it, a YTM 125?
YTM 200.
YTM 200.
Yeah.
So he was supposed to fly down. Someone was bringing his bike, his 250R, but he wanted to do the utility class. So he had asked his wife to borrow her bike, and she said, yeah, but all you got to do is you got to wear this Yamaha hat all weekend long.
He wore it too.
He did wear it. He did wear it. So we'll say that. But he went 1 and 1 in that class. Good ride, John. 2nd place we had Don Pulliam. He went 2 and 2. And then 3rd place we had Ty Erdman. Now, dude, this bike, man. This bike was a whole shot only bike. Like, it dragged all the other utility bikes, and you know it was something else. And then I think Moto 2, his tire fell off in the back section of the track.
Well, it was only a matter of time until something fell off.
So, something.
I don't remember doing a tech inspection on that bike. Let me see that real quick.
There you are.
All right, the utility class. Yeah, John Sudo, 1 and 1, man. Thanks for being there. Glad you got it. You deserved it. Donnie on a. You know, I'm not sure what was up with Donnie's bike. He had one of those DXRs out there, one of those black ones.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he didn't want to hurt it or just never had time to try to race in it or anything. Right. But he pulled 2 and 2, and then Ty wheelies 100 fucking yards on this thing, on this frame with giant tires on it. No, you can't even tell what it is. It looks like some homemade shit, right? And I'm like, what in the hell is that? But I got to give it to him, man. He was hammered down until the bike fell apart. That was fun.
Yeah.
You know, and we gave them their own gate. It was only 3 bikes in utility. We'd like to see more utility bikes next year. Everybody's got a big red. Everybody's got a utility bike.
Right.
We've learned how to space things out, man. Bring them down next year.
All right, on to the next. So, race 5, Sunday, we had the 2-stroke open class. Now, I enjoyed this class. So going 1-1 in that one, Jacob Hall, hell of a job, man. Going second place for 3 and 2 is Jeff Corelli. Third place, Zachary Howard, going 2 and 3. Fourth place, John Sudo, going 5 and 5. Fourth place, I already did fourth place. Fifth place, we had Dalton Gish, 8 and 6.
Yeah.
Sixth place, Landon Hunt. Seventh place, Kevin Adcock. Eighth place was me. I went 11 and 4. This is the one where my chain fell off, and then fourth place, and then I went fourth, Moto 2, and I had a real good battle with John Sudo. It's always good riding with him, man. He just kept peppering me in my face. I was eating all his dirt.
Dude, he did it to me at Orlando MX. He
I
comes to Orlando MX. He's traveling, right? Stops by. We're racing with Sunshine State, and he signs up for the B class. B class, my ass, right? This guy gets out there, and we're fighting for like third. The top guys get knocked out, and I can't pass him.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Right.
You took the win. I can't take that away from you, but
Eating all
B
his
class.
dirt.
B class. B class at Sunshine State was not the same as B class at the national championship.
Ninth place overall in the 2-stroke open, we had Larry Fisher. 10th overall, Dwayne Fender. 11th place overall, Carl Wickersham, and 12th, Andrew Pertuzzi.
Yeah, I think Carl was probably very tired by then.
Yeah.
Them extended laps were quite beating. I got to hand it to Carl. He ran it all day, every day. Let me go through it. Jacob, nobody touched him. Jeff, 3 and 2. Jeff and Zachary Howard. That was some good racing right there. Matter of fact, was I announcing Sunday?
Yeah, you were. Yeah, we didn't have an announcer
I
on
think
Sunday.
I lost track of the first place. No, it wasn't me, man. That was the night before. Anyway, Jacob Hall checked out. They were fighting for second. It was a hell of a battle. But all these guys, man, Kansas, New York, Maine, Ohio, Massachusetts, gosh, New Jersey. What a great 12-bike gate for the 2-stroke open. And let me explain real quick to everyone why we did a 2-stroke open. The reason we did a 2-stroke open was because vintage, you don't qualify if you have an ESR cylinder or a CT cylinder. You have to have a Honda cylinder. And if you want to run in the A class, the Top Gun for the championship, it's any bike. So you have to compete against modern bikes. So we wanted to give the heavy hitter 2-stroke guys a chance to compete without having to deal with the modern bikes. Because no matter how much anybody justifies it, I'm sorry, riding that modern bike around that track is like sitting in that easy chair to me compared to riding that freaking killer bee around that MX track. So, great racing. Thank you, everyone, for the 12-bike gate. 2-stroke open was a blast to watch.
So our race 7 of Sunday, this was pretty cool. This was new this year. We did a team race. The team race was 5 teams. Each team consisted of 3 riders. I don't know what the full placement of that one was, but I'll just run down the list.
I think I circled.
You did circle.
Okay.
So the first
what I
place,
circled was the winning class.
Okay.
And the way the team race worked was how many bikes was it?
It was 15 bikes.
So we have 5 teams of 3, and we put them all on the gate at the same time, and everyone runs. Now the combined points of whatever 3 bikes was on your team was the winning class.
Right.
And we goofed it. We scored it wrong. And we put 3 guys on the podium with trophies. And then later on, had to give their trophies to 3 other guys.
Right.
My mistake. But they knew it. All 3 of the guys were like, we knew when we were standing there we didn't win it. And I'm like, well, nobody can say anything to me.
Well, you
so
just handed them a first place trophy. They're not going to argue.
Well, yeah, they're going to wait till later, right? Yeah, right. Anyway, yeah, so that was cool. That was how that worked. And who was the winning team?
Carl Wickersham, Brandon Hall, and Jacob Hall were the winning team.
All's performance. All 3 bikes.
And that's another one. My chain came off in that one too. So, sorry, team. I think I was with Jeff and Dylan on that one.
We're gonna have to get him a Yamaha chain. going to fall off.
Race 8 on Sunday was our gamblers class. You know, I don't know what the pot money on that one was. Do you know what they all threw in for that class?
You know, the payout was awkward. Jeff handled it.
Yeah.
It was $300 on top of another $200 by Shannick Inspections.
Right.
And it's sponsored by Shannick Inspections. And I think it paid out 70-20-10.
Yeah,
for second and
70-20-10.
third.
So in that one, that was just a one and done moto. I think that one was 3 laps, I want to say, or was that one 4?
It was 3 or 4.
3 or 4. First place overall was Jacob Hall. Second place, Jeff Corelli. Third place, Zachary Howard. And fourth place, Dalton Gish.
Dalton ran a lot of classes.
Yeah, he did.
Keep hearing that name over and over. That's the second time he came down here this year. I don't know. A couple years before that, I wasn't running a race, so I can't say. But I appreciate you being here as much as you have. What was the last? What did we close with on Sunday?
Sunday was race 6. Let me see that. Or no, that was our team race.
This was Gamblers.
No, that was Gamblers. Okay, the other one
We
before
skipped
that
it.
was.
They were out of order. That's okay.
Yeah.
We closed with Gamblers.
Right.
We're going to go back one here real quick.
Yeah. And then this is just the race results for the. You had the list of the team race there, but this is the actual results of the list of team race. That's just the list of riders who were on there.
One of them was the relay race.
Yeah, relay race. I don't know.
That's the relay race.
This is the team race.
It's the same one.
Yeah, it's the same one. So I don't think there was a paper for the relay race. No, there's no paper for the relay race.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
All right, well, I lost that one. Congratulations to whatever team won the relay race.
I think I want to say it was Mike Shipman's team.
I think it was Mike Shipman's
I think Mike
team.
Shipman's team won that relay race.
Yeah,
I think it was
'cause he-
him, Landon Hunt, and someone else. I
Yeah.
forget who the other one
Who
was.
posted the picture of the kids with the stuff? Who handed the, whatever the question was I just asked, I don't know. J3 Cleaner.
Yeah.
J3.com. If you didn't get it at the track, J3.com, visit J3.com, get your race results. What is this team rank? What do you got down there?
Oh, that's the order of the team race.
That's the order of the team
That's
race.
the order of
Yes,
the team race.
it's written on here.
Yeah.
The winning class of the team race was Mike Shipman. No, this is where they had it wrong.
First. You got it right there. You got it first, Jacob Hall. First place. You got it written over there.
Well, we were talking about the relay race. She brought me back to this. It's not there. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
It's all good. So, moving on. That one's done.
Yep.
So we can file that over here in the done section. Yeah, man. Let's see what we got taken care of and what we don't. Sponsors. I got a separate list of sponsors. That's all we got left to talk about is sponsors, I guess. Let that list go. The people that made this happen. First of all, Dade City Motocross. You know, we ran a 2-day event with the financial support and the financial consideration of Dade City Motocross. Financial support of title sponsor, PDT, Carlos with Bad Dog Toys. Make sure we had enough money to pay for the track for 2 days. And then it turns out we have pretty much the same amount of entries in 2 days of racing than we had in 1 day of racing last year. So there was some consideration from Dade City Motocross that was more than kind. I can't say enough about that facility, man. I can't say enough. All right, so BDT got us there. Dade City Motocross took care of us. BBC Trikes put $500 up on the modern class, much appreciated. Larry Thompson on the bidding wars page put up a whole bunch of money on the money board. Northeast Customs, that's Jeremy Strout. He threw $300 up there somewhere. Fisherman Under Jesus sponsored one of the classes, the 200X class or the 350X class. That same guy brought in Medallion Medical Technologies with another $500 sponsorship. Florida ATC Syndicate put some money up there. Lost Highway Apiary, Jekyll Racing, thanks Dwight Jekyll, We all missed you.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was asking for you, man. Reds Hyper Trikes, Mike Shipman, thanks, man. The relay race and the team race were both, due to your sponsorship. We appreciate that. Doug Reed helped out with the board. Sawyer Custom Speed put $500 on the 40 plus class, so we really appreciate that, Randy Sawyer. Wish 350X would have held up a little bit better for you. Standing Inspection, Florida HC Outlaws. Florida State HC Outlaws did something very important for us because we were out of three-wheeler toppers. And he supplied the three-wheeler toppers for all the first place trophies, which was cool. Really, really tremendous. You know, it's a whole different trophy than not taking anything away from any of these trophies, but that old three-wheeler on top is just something else, man. And that one picture that I think Carl put with where his kids had the toys and stuff, it looked like one of them was trying to figure out how to take that three-wheeler off the truck. He might have figured it out by now. Oh, okay, yeah. We had the Outlaws, man, doing that. And, we can't forget who got us here. First year doing this was very important that we had enough money to get things started. That was On3 and Brett Savage. And, man, that's probably about all I got. If you weren't there, you missed some absolute sick racing.
Yeah.
I think we pulled off a relatively seamless two-day event. I hope everybody had enough time to enjoy themselves and hang out after the party and all that kind of stuff. And, if next year looks like it's something we're going to be able to do, we're definitely going to do it and make the same sort of improvements that we made this year. We still got some event shirts. If anybody didn't get their event shirts, message me. We'll see about getting your event shirts to you. J3 Cleaner. Go visit j3.com. They're there for us every year with a case of this cleaner. People are always asking me where to get it.
And it's so hands-free washing on that.
Dude, hands-free.
Like,
to work
makes
for
the bike so
you,
clean.
You can't. Hands-free if you race at Dade City.
Right, yeah.
There are other places where the dirt is just black and filled with oil and shit, and you can't scrub it off the bike. But Dade City, fortunately, keeps the dirt so clean and pure that it damn near rinses off. And then you use the J3 just to rinse the little orange film that the dirt left on it. But J3 Cleaner, j3.com. I got mugs left over, but they cost like $1 bazillion to ship. Shot glasses. We do have shot glasses. We might even do some deals on some sets of shot glasses. No. Well, this is so funny. My my daughter made me this. I gotta shout out Brandy for making me this. She sat in my tent pretty bored the whole time while I ran the event. I wish I could have spent more time with her. She flew down from Virginia to be there this weekend, and she told me after the fact. She said, I knew you ran it, but I didn't realize really how much work you had to do.
Yeah.
I was really running around all day. Thanks, Randy Yoho. Can't really think of much else, man. You?
Other than
March 20th.
Oh, March 20th, next DCMX race.
Head count. We gotta start that.
Right. And I hope you all are ready for next year's national. And that's pretty much it. I do want to thank actually Kenny Boynton for the new motor. That's a good motor. I'm on a monster motor now, as you call it, and so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it eats chains.
Yeah.
Kenny, here's what I need you to do for him. I need you to make him a chain slider for the front of the sprocket, so it quits spitting the freaking chain off. That'd be great. Yeah, man, that's it. It was great. We needed to get our head count in order. For the 20th, my injury has me out personally for several weeks. So it's going to be up to you guys, to our regular crew, to make sure we have the gates that we need. Because we want this to remain a successful class at the Dade City Motocross Series, and we want to be able to do this championship again in 2022. So that's all I got. If that's all you got,
that is all I got.
Parting shot. And Hopefully the video wasn't too long, too carried on. Thanks, Connor, for driving down here from Ocala
Yeah,
to
man,
be here.
anytime.
Next time, ladies and gentlemen. Click, click, boom.